got Dr. Sonny with us today on our program, Economic Empowerment. Welcome to Economic Empowerment. We know you're watching us, you've been listening to this program, and you've been following us. Today, our topic is going to be about mindset. So, I've got Dr. Sonny. Hi, Dr. Sonny, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for hosting me again for another interesting evening. Last week we discussed something in relation to financial independence. What can make you financially free, whereby you don't need to pinch and pace your head when you want to spend £10, £20 or so. But I must remind the viewer and the listener that I am not a financial advisor. The information you're going to hear today is information only that you could work with, or you can escalate it to your own financial advisor who will give you information. But this is information, as an information provider, is to enable you to do your own due diligence and see exactly how you can economically empower yourself. That's the purpose of the program, to incite you, to provide you information, to enable you to find alternative source of creating entrepreneurial platform for yourself, so that you not only rely on your 9-to-5 job or 9-to-9 job, which is good, but also ability for you to be able to bring other source of income to yourself without investing or without saving or without costing you an arm and a leg. That's the purpose of the program.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sonny. So now, today our topic is a very, very important one, which is mindset, because we all know mindset is important. Depending on your mindset, that will determine what you do and how you will conduct yourself. So today I'm going to ask you, how will you define mindset and success? How will you define success?
Okay, very good. Now, I think it's also very important for the viewers and the listener there, just to have my number, just in case you like to call, because this is a live show. It's +44 788 66 25549. That is +44 788 66 25549. That's my number. You can contact me right away. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is success. What differentiates successful people from unsuccessful people, and what is the definition of success, and what are the habits which are being cultivated by the two different groups, successful, unsuccessful. What do we exactly mean by success? Yeah, thank you, Bennett, for asking me. What we simply mean by success here is a 360-degree contentment. Success means different thing for different people. For some people is making a lot of money. Is that what we call success? That could be part of it. It's a contributory, aspect, but it is not all. As Bob Marley once said, he said, some people are so poor that they got too much money. Yeah, that's what Bob Marley once said. So what I'm discussing tonight, you can liken it to a web diagram. Within it, success, you have a pot. Here you have money. Here you have asset. Here you have good business. Here you have family. Here you have friends. Yeah, and on the other, all of that, you feel that you're content. You have enough to be able to take you through your life and your loved ones. That's what my definition is. Yes, money is part of it. Yes, family is part of it. Yes, business is part of it. Yes, wealth creation is part of it. Yes, having quality asset like a car, or all of that, they are part of what makes life successful.
Thank you very much for that answer. So now, what's the difference between between what's the difference between things, different people, the different people, successful people and unsuccessful people? What's the difference between the two people?
Okay, these people, successful people and not successful, they are in two hemispheres, completely different. Successful people, they have certain habits. For example, they always have a dedicated timetable, what they intend to do, how they intend to do it. They're always very positive. They have a lot of positive impact on other people, not just for themselves, creating and amassing wealth. They love humanity as it is. They love what they do. They're not overly critical about success of other people. They want to learn from those that are successful in terms of anything. It could be family life, it can be business life, commercial life. They're open-minded. They're always looking for an opportunity. They ask questions. Just to give you an example in terms of asking questions. I think I've said it on this program before. Right? This one was told to me by one of my trainer, my mentor, many, many years ago. You know what he said? He said there was an aircraft that was flying from Manila, Philippines, all the way to New York. So many, many years ago. There was a young man inside the aircraft. As they were flying, as they boarded and the aircraft airborne, guess what happened? The cabin crew came along. They said, "Sir, what would you like to drink?" He said, No. I'm not thirsty at all. Then the time for serving the food actually comes along. "Sir, what would you like to eat?" No, I'm not hungry at all. This carried on for the first set of service. Then a light refreshment came along. He didn't actually accept the offer. Just about they were going to land in New York, about 16, 17-hour flight. They were providing another set of refreshment. And they approached this young man to say, "Would you have anything to drink, anything to eat?" He said, No. Then the guy who was sitting beside him asked him, said, "We've been flying now for 16 hours. You're not hungry? You're not thirsty?" Guess his reply. He said, "I am starving and I am dehydrated." He said, "But why didn't you accept the food and the drink they've been offering you?" You know what he said? "I have no money in my pocket to buy anything." The other guy said, "Oh my word, everything is free. It's part of your ticket." So what's the moral of this story that I'm sharing with the viewers? The moral is very, very simple. When you don't know, what do you have to do? Ask questions. That young man could have said, "By the way, how much does it cost for a bottle of drink?" If you're shy to ask directly, turn the question around as if you're making inquiry. Through that inquiry, guess what would have happened?
They would have got the information.
Would have got the information. A lot of people in a similar vein, you present them with a lot of opportunity. Guess what? They wouldn't want to take it. They will be proud to ask questions or be silly to ask questions so that they find out information, so that they educate. Life is all about education. This program is to educate people. And educating people, in that sense, people become to understand what they could do in order to help themselves economically. Remember what the program is all about?
Economic empowerment.
Personal economic empowerment, right? So this is what it's all about. Ask questions when you don't know. Seek knowledge where there's a necessity of it. Don't die due to lack of knowledge. Information I'm going to provide you tonight and throughout for the weeks to come will help you, right? Not, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an information provider. information is key. But what is actually more key is your ability for you to act on the information that you've heard, or do some research, so that based on your own due diligence, you can make an informed decision.
Yeah, because even the Bible says, ask, seek, and find. So
Correct.
if you don't ask, you will not get. If you don't seek, you will not get.
Correct.
If you don't find, you will not get. So thank you very much, Dr. Sonny. Now, I want to ask another thing again when it comes to what's the difference between, what are the different things between unsuccessful people and successful people? And now, what are the habits? You were talking about habits. Give me some habits.
Yeah. You see, on the other hand, actually, for unsuccessful people,
Yeah.
they don't ask questions. That's why I told the story. They fail to ask questions. Either they feel they're too big, or they shy away. Hence, they never get the right information to make the right decision at a point in time. They're always very critical on other people, right? They're very negative. Everything, oh no, it cannot be done. Oh, because you're this cannot be done. Because you're that cannot be done. Yeah. Another story, which is a very quick one, was when I was going to become a qualified accountant many years ago. I told a friend of mine, or an acquaintance at that time, I said, look, this is what I want to do. You know what he said to me? He said, Sonny, you know, I will not advise you to go for that program. ACCA? Oh! He said, the exam is so tough that people don't pass it. I said to him, really now? I said, okay then. If nobody ever passed, I said, I'm going to be the one that will open the door. If one person passes, all over the world, guess who that person is?
It's going to be you.
Me. 10 people, I'm going to be among the 10. Right? I started the program in the 80s. Then within 6 years, I qualified. 30 years on, I mean, I'm using that. I came across this guy again just about 5-6 weeks ago. He's still struggling doing the same exam. The fact that you see, because they themselves have been critical, they've been negative, they're not forward-looking, because they have not succeeded, they are now controlling your own life. How would you expect somebody who is not a medical doctor to examine you medically? That would be really dangerous. Or how would you expect for you to have, you bought a car, your own car, right? And you invite me to come and be a co-driver with you. While both of us are sitting on the same driver's seat, you are controlling the wheels, the steering wheels, then I'm controlling the foot pedal. Where do you think that car is going to head?
On the bush or
Yeah,
somewhere?
that's right. You see, some people, using that analogy, allow other people to control their own life rather than be in charge. So unsuccessful people always going to go and seek advice for somebody who is not knowledgeable about the business, right? Hence the reason why they're not successful. You can see these are some of the recipe for failure when you have not got to the right channel to find out the right information.
That's true.
So unsuccessful people, number one, they're overly critical, they're negative, right? And nothing ever gonna work, nothing ever gonna be easy, everything is difficult, it's tough, it cannot be done, or show me the evidence. Everything that is against what successful people actually. Successful people see the light, they discern, and they move forward. They get on with it. Martin Luther King once said, he said, faith is the ability for you to climb down the staircase without actually seeing completely to where you're going. That's faith. Because you're confident that one day you'll get to the bottom of the staircase itself. As the saying goes, see the light at the end of the tunnel. Successful people will always see the light at the end of it. But unsuccessful people will always say, it's always going to remain darkness all the time. So, enjoy the program. As we said before, My telephone number is +44 788 66 25549. That is +44 788 66 25549. You can phone in and participate, but part of the whole program, but part of the whole process. Stay tuned.
Okay, my next question for you, Dr. Sani, I'm going to ask you, what do successful people do occasionally? What do they do daily, and what does unsuccessful people do occasionally?
Right. Daily, they read an article. They read something that will inspire
successful people. Okay.
They go to the right channel. They go to the right people. If you want to become a gold dealer, go to the gold market. Yeah, you do some research. You ask questions. You find out people already dealing on the product, information you can get. Now, what is actually in vogue at the moment is cryptocurrency. I met a lady today, right? And it was so fascinating. I said to her, "Oh, have you heard of Bitcoin?" She said to me, "Yeah, I've heard of it." I said, "Are you part of it?" She said, "No, I don't want to be part of it." I said to her, "Why?" She couldn't tell me. I said to her, "Whether you like this or you don't," I said, "the choice is yours." As a business person, I said, whether you like it or not, you will be caught in the system. Yeah, everyone will be affected by the movement of cryptocurrency. Whether you listen to it now, you will buy your ticket to board that flight for £20. If you wait for another year, the ticket will cost you £2,000. If you wait for another year, it will cost you 200,000. So the choice is yours. So successful people, they're always very inquisitive. They want to find out what exactly is it. They're not just going to say, you're not just going to ask them a question they say to you, "No, I'm not really interested," without knowing the full fact. They want to know the fact. Unsuccessful, on the other hand, they rarely ask questions, right? Not very frequently. They enclose themselves in their own enclosure. They have all the pearls of wisdom within themselves. They are totally an island to themselves, right? Or they shield themselves from any contact with other people. They think because they've been to Oxford University or Cambridge or University of Lagos or Addis Ababa, or because they've been to Harvard, they're intelligent. Yes, you might be academically intelligent, but you're not functionally intelligent. Right? There's a big difference. Functional intelligence from academic intelligence. So successful people are functionally intelligent. They are literate. Right? Unsuccessful people, they are functionally dysfunctional. Critical.
Explain a little bit about dysfunctionally intelligent and functionally functional.
Okay.
Let's get into this a little bit.
Now, let's just look into, you heard of somebody who is dysfunctional, right?
Okay.
Functional means things are working.
Okay.
Dysfunctional is a negative, that things are not working. So successful people are functional. They're always mingling with other people. They move with positive people. Like the saying goes, if there are 5 millionaires and you are working with those 5, guess who is the 6th one going to be? You. Yeah, that's what some people do. They fly together with their clout. Unsuccessful people put themselves in an enclosure, in a room, hide themselves away. Everyone is against them at all times. They become dysfunctional in the sense that they're not functioning properly. It's like a car that got a mechanical problem. Maybe the spark plugs are not working, or the engine is differentiated from the alternator, the batteries, and yeah. So if somebody becomes dysfunctional, they malfunction. Yeah, they are. It's as if everyone is against them, and they're against everybody. That's what we mean by. Yeah, it's only things in within themselves. They think, oh yeah, they are opinionated. They give an opinion. They make assertion about something, even when they don't have the full facts. That's dysfunctional because it's not functioning properly.
Okay.
For you to make an informed decision, you need to know the full facts of the scenario. That's what we meant.
You need to get a valid information.
Correct. And act on those valid information.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So now we want to know, tell us a bit about Bitcoin and how it works.
The Bitcoin, I mean, I think I mentioned on this very briefly.
Mm-hmm.
This is where a lot of, again, successful people are making a lot of inquiries. I provide regular training, regular support for people who want to go into businesses. As you know, yeah, I'm a business coach and a mentor. And over the last 12 months, what I've been doing is to help a lot of my clients to put their money to where their money will grow for them, better than if they're living in the bank. Every single day, the bank trade with our money with a tune of about 5.3 trillion US dollars all over the world. And the bank receives a lot of payouts, a lot of commission on all the transactions. So the financial world globally are controlled by the banks, right? The worlds of finance are controlled by the banks. But when Bitcoin actually came into play was during the crash that happened between 2006 to 2009. Some intelligent computer guru came together and said, look, how can we avoid the bank not holding on to ransom when another crash happens? So they decided to create and develop a payment platform. The first payment platform that was developed is called Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Okay? It is not coin like in coin,
Mm-hmm.
it's a name for it.
Okay.
It's a name
And
to.
it's not in bits.
No, it's not in bits.
Good.
Okay. Bitcoin is simply a platform
Okay.
that you use to effect payment.
That's good.
The first financial technology instrument that was created, called FinTech,
Yes, ma'am.
is the plastic card, your credit card, Visa and MasterCard. Now, if you look into the Visa and MasterCard, there's a compartment there that is, it got
Chip.
the chip. That chip is encrypted with all your details, right? That detail, you give it to, what's it called? A merchant, you want to buy something from the shop. They put that chip is read in the merchant's machine. How much are you paying, madam? £2,000. Then they tap £2,000, you enter your PIN, because that chip only recognizes your PIN. Without your PIN, the money will not be released, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what happened with the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is similar, the payment platform is similar to Visa and MasterCard. What differentiates the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general from the traditional
Money.
credit card, Visa and MasterCard is that the Visa and MasterCard is controlled by the banks. But the cryptocurrency are controlled by us. Okay? That's number one. Second one is they are faster payment system. If you swipe your Bitcoin, if you transfer your money from your Bitcoin wallet to my own Bitcoin, the money will reach you within seconds. Whereas credit card takes about a few days. Okay? But again, this is another manipulation that the bank uses. What the bank simply do, this is what the bank do. they can hold on to that money for a few days because they trade with it
Yes, sir.
before they transfer it to the merchant 2-3 days later, right? It's not true. It's supposed to have gone through straight away, but the bank has a system, they hold on to it. You can imagine the amount of money in the pool that the bank uses every single second of the day. That's your money, my money, and money from everyone else around the globe. So what a cryptocurrency is doing is trying to eliminate all those, palaver, all those confounding configuration, confusing, delays, manipulation. This is what the cryptocurrency is actually removing from the system. So you're going to have a system that is faster, much more reliable, right? And you can see the transparency because you can trace the genealogy of a transaction from start to finish. And for it to be hacked, it's very, very difficult for it to be hacked. So on the basis of all of that, cryptocurrency is actually coming to the forefront in terms of financial transactions. And a lot of analysts are saying right now that within the next 2 to 3 years, the way that we buy and sell using a plastic card will fundamentally change the landscape. So there'll be a structural shift from using the traditional cash and credit card, Visa and MasterCard, into the use of cryptocurrency. So if you're not in the cryptocurrency domain, get on board now. This is the right time to get on.
We're talking about currency. We're talking about, but all this, for you to be doing this, you need to have a successful mindset. So what does success mean to different people, different type of people?
Well, like we said earlier, again, a lot of successful people, either financially or otherwise, we say they are very positive. They're trying to make inquiries into new things.
Mm-hmm.
They like to develop themselves into new territories, new environment. And hence, they take it on board. They say, okay, tell me exactly what is this cryptocurrency? They're not shying away from it. Yeah, it's like the story I gave you earlier. Yeah, somebody traveling all the way from Manila to New York, 15, 16-hour flight, starved themselves because they failed to ask questions. So for a lot of people right now who are economically empowering themselves through the formation of cryptocurrency, they are able to ask questions to say, what exactly are all this cryptocurrency? How do I benefit from it? I'll give you an example very quickly. I took my car to Mercedes on Monday, and they were going to organize me to get a courtesy car because my car has been repaired. Then they said, okay, they have some of the partners, they had to drive me to City Airport. I said, okay. I met this guy who came in a taxi. He took me. Then he said to me, what do you do? I said, well, I'm an investment consultant. I work in the field of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, this. He said, oh yeah. He said, tell me, he likes to know what exactly. Can you imagine, within that short period of time? And from Stratford to City Airport, literally was around about 10 minutes. But what actually amazes me, when I told him about cryptocurrency and the issue of Bitcoin, the journey of the crypto market, I then realized, yes, he's driving a taxi, but this young man had a degree in actuarial science and financial analysis, right? He worked in the city, he didn't like it, he said to me he hated it. So he's now doing a job that gives him some element of independence. Again, that's what we mean by successful people. He was working in an environment where he's so high powered, but he dropped down even from there, doing a job that he loves to do, having his own time, right? Or exploring different business possibilities. He wants to set up his own business, basically. That's why he left the job of 40, 50,000 K to come and drive a taxi. So interestingly, he said to me, okay, I will call you. You know, some people always take your business card and say, oh yeah, we will call you. Just on my way to come into the studio, he called me. He said, you know what, Dr. Sonny, what we discovered was very intriguing. Guess what he said? He said, and I have done a lot of research myself in the cryptocurrency market. I said, what you told me were exactly the same. In fact, I found additional information which I'm going to give you that may even help you to actually expand your horizon. I said, my goodness. I said, Jerome, you know, a good teacher is always the one that likes to be taught. I said, I like to listen to it because I got a lot of information, right? Now, it's going to be hopefully one of someone who can economically empower himself just by less than 10 minutes conversation. Again, this is how we differentiate. Whereas other people you come to, they say to you, you tell them anything about cryptocurrency, they say, oh, is it? It's a bubble. I said, tell me, what exactly do you actually know about cryptocurrency? I don't know anything. How can you make a stupid conclusion on a subject that you haven't actually understood? So would it rather not be better for you to actually condescend a little bit, hunker down a little bit, remove your pride, or your prouding hat of a queen, a king, Cambridge graduate, and just listen to common people? Because you know what? A lot of extraordinary things are being achieved by ordinary people in the world of crypto market. So success, like I said to you, is all around that. It's like a web diagram. Here you put a pot of money. Here you put family. Here you put personal contentment. Here you have ability for you to interact with other people. That's what success means. You're able to verify and validate 360-degree means of communication. That's what I define as being successful.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sonny. Thank you for answering that question. Because we're going to give you the number again. If you want to speak to Dr. Sonny, the telephone number is +44 78 66 25549. So you can call him, you can ask him questions if you want to know about the Bitcoin. If you want to know anything about his program, just call him and he's here to answer your call. So now we're going to go on a short break. If you have questions, prepare the question for Dr. Sonny and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much. We've got viewers online who are actually watching. Thank you very much for watching us. Our viewers, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. It's just going to be a quick 2 minutes break, less than a minute break, and we're going to get back to you.
Every culture and society has its differences. Yes, we are different, but united in one nation.
It's time for us to gather together.
I'm saying yes, because yes means positivity.
I say yes to a better healthcare system because nobody's life should have to be cut short for things that can easily be fixed.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better creative industry because it will boost our economy and make our country greater.
I'm saying yes, we can do it. About road, we can do it. About infrastructures, we can do it. Good education, yes, we can do it.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better Nigeria.
Join the evolution by visiting the website www.yesnigeria.net.
Hallelujah. My name is Tunde Alabi. I am the prophetic and apostolic presiding minister at Elbethel Sanctuary of the Celestial Church of Christ here in London. I would like to personally invite you to join us on the 19th of November 2017 as we celebrate the glory of God at our special Harvest Thanksgiving celebration.
Venue is Wills Hunters Club, Hornsey Street, SC15 1HB. Time is 3 p.m. prompt. Come, let us celebrate God for whom He is, that we may manifest His glory. Hallelujah.
God bless you as I look forward to seeing you on 19th November, that we may jointly manifest God's glory, because we are created for His glory. Amen.
It is happening on Sunday, 19th November 2017. Behold God's...
Hi everyone, welcome back. Hi my viewers, welcome back for staying tuned to this program. It's called Economic Empowerment with me, Bernadette Abu, and I've got Dr. Sonny with me, who is actually running the program Economic Empowerment. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching online, wherever you're watching us from, thank you very much. We welcome you to our program. Sit back, relax, and learn more about how you can empower yourself economically. Thank you. If you want to call in, the number is +44 78 66 25 549. I'll repeat the number again. It's on the screen. I'll repeat the number again. It's +44 778 66 25549. That's the number you can get Dr. Sonny on. You can call in and ask any question you want to ask. For us, while you're sending in your question, you can send your question online. While you're sending in the question, welcome everyone. Welcome Fatima. Thank you very much for watching. Fatimata, Mami Fatu, thank you very much for watching us. We got BC. Thank you very much, BC Dayo. We welcome you all to our program. We're glad to have you on the program today. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned and listen to this program. We welcome you all today to this program, Economic Empowerment with Dr. Sonny. Thank you. Sit back and watch this program. Dr. Sonny, you mentioned you are actually an accountant, which is a very good profession and something I like as an accountant myself. So I want to ask, you're an accountant, a business coach. How do you do it? Tell people your journey through being an accountant and a business coach, and how will you coach them?
Okay, very good. Yeah, just for the sake of, for the benefit of the viewer, I mean, if telephone number, let me just reiterate that, which is important. It is +44 788 66 25549. That is +44 788 66 25549. So there are a lot of doubles in my number.
So if you do this, if you actually join this program, you will be able to get everything in double.
Now, yeah, the journey is a long way. Yeah. As the saying goes, it is a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary. Yeah? People never know that I can sing as well. I'm a good singer, right? Maybe the next X Factor, I'm going to say to Simon Cowell, let me be part of those participants for the audition. Yeah, so, yeah, being an accountant was actually, this was something I received from one of my great uncles back in the 50s, 60s. I remember going to his office in the 70s, you know, not very far from here. And I saw his office where he was working. At that time, very, very few, you know, black people or any minority are going to be in. Then I said to myself, when I grow older, I want to become an accountant as well. But what actually happened, therefore, was when I was going to go to university, I finished my A-level. I said, okay, let me work for some time. And at the time, polytechnics at the time, they are now become universities. So I decided, I said, okay, let me go and do general business studies. But what was available for me at that point in time was business study and marketing, with a little bit of politics into it. So my degree was actually, you know, BSc in marketing and a bit of politics with economics. So that gives me a round, you know, overview of economic environment, you know, with the infusion of economic and politics, because they are both intertwined. You cannot divorce economic reality with political engagement in the country, in any economy. Because politicians are going to be imposing a lot of economic activities in the country. So I find it really intriguing. At that point in time, when I graduated back in the 80s, I was working for a company who were dealing with, high performance, consumers, durable, refrigeration and all the rest. I work as a marketing consultant with them for a period of, about 4 years. Then I remember I said, you know what, I had always wanted to become an accountant, so I then made a lot of inquiries. That's why the story earlier I told you about a friend asking, dissuading me from not doing it, right? So basically, I brought in the analogy I used, remember, was bringing a driver to sit on your driving seat, and you allow that driver to control part of your driving. Okay? That was a disaster. This guy tried so hard to dissuade me from actually pursuing that career, and I was nearly convinced that,
It's hard.
It is hard, it is difficult.
Or challenging.
No, even difficult, or I cannot even pass the exam. When I was working, because my work is very, very demanding at the time, we were on the shop floor 7 days sometime at work. Because they pay you very little amount of money, £500 a month, and then you have to make it up part of your commission. So you can imagine, I used to sell, because believe me, I used to sell £2,000 worth of commission plus my £500, my basic salary. So I used to earn about 4 or 5 times my basic salary every single month. Yeah, and I won. Why? Because my mindset was positive. When the client comes to the office, to the shop, some of them would call me the curly hair. Say, where is that curly hair? Yeah, no, we'll wait. They say, oh no, it's several other customers. Say, no problem, we'll wait. So this continued. Then my manager began to see that. Yeah, then I received a few promotions here and there, but I felt within myself that that's not really what I wanted to do. So I decided to go on an evening program to do my ACCA at the time. This one back in 88, 89. Then, yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Well, but I'm only 22 years old, by the way. So then I qualified a few years later, went for my experience, then I went into the accountancy. Then I applied for jobs, to become a lecturer in some of the colleges we have at the time. They won't give me a job. Whether some people would say, oh, because of your skin color or whatever it is, I just felt I can set up my own. Then I decided to set up my own college, which I grew to around about, over 3,000 students before I started off with a lot of challenges and difficulties. I started off in 2008. Then I took a whole year out. So you know what? It's time for me now to retire. That time I was only 47, 48. So I took a year out completely. Then so many people were calling me, saying, come and help us to manage our college, come and help us to do this, come and help us to do that. And I also set up a small consultancy firm at the time to do books and account for many clients and so forth. I said, you know what? I don't think I really need to do any of that because I've had enough in terms of commercial life. Then after, in 2009, 10, I said, I'm too old to actually stay at home at the age of 40 or 49. So what would I need to do? So I began to dabble into shares, trading in shares, trading Forex and all the rest of them. So that's where the interest. So because of my skill as an accountant, I got what is called transferable skill to other areas. I then branch out to go into trading in Forex, then trading in shares. I registered with some company. I went for training and development myself. Then I spread around. I said, okay, you know what? I think in life, outsourcing is always a good thing. What do I mean by that? Then I began to register with insurance company to become an introducer. If you are interested in insurance product, I refer you to somebody, they pay me a commission. Real estate agent, solicitors, other accountant, yeah. So in time, guess what happened? I was able to trade in different industry. Today, anything you want, I can get it for you.
Really? That's great.
Any job you want to do, I can execute it for you. You're looking for investors, I can get them for you. You're looking to release equity from your own home, the bank cannot give you the loans or whatever, personal loan, mortgages, all of those. I'm not advisor in any of these, but I just refer to qualified, competent. Remember, I only work with professional only. So on the base of that, I have what is called my threshold competent, which is financial. It's an accountant. That's what you need. Then within that, I bring in other ancillary businesses, which I move to other competent professional people. In the process, I got paid. I could stay for a month whereby my accountancy or my training business doesn't generate any money, but I generate money from other sources. So for me, because of all of this, because of my exposure, because of my experience, I'm able to position myself to help other people also to do exactly the same. If you are working as a civil servant in the office, right? Why don't you realign yourself to an estate agent to say, look, if I bring you a customer, how much would you pay me? Why don't you realign yourself with people like me to say, look, if I bring you a customer who invests in your cryptocurrency or who does that? Yeah, I work for a company at the moment whereby you even invest as little as £100. They pay you 4 to 7% return on your investment on a weekly basis, right? So, like Warren Buffett said, he said, look, you have to find a way to make money. Even whilst you are asleep, you still get paid, right? So you don't rely on working for 30 days, you got paid for 1 day. Rely on working for 30 days, you got paid 31 days. So my job at the minute is to provide you with information where you can develop multiple sources of income. Hence the program is called Economic Empowerment.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sonny, for that information you've provided us. Now, I want to ask another question. You mentioned that you can help viewers set up their own business with as little as £100. How can you get it?
Well, it's very, very simple. At this minute, where do we put our money, our salary? When we receive it, where do we put it? It goes to the bank. What return would the bank give you for £100 in a week? Virtually nothing. For a whole year, for £100, if you're very fortunate, the bank will give you around about 2.5p. You can't do much with that, can you? But with your £100, I can show you a way where you can trade with it, right? And you get paid £200, £300 at the end of the year. So which means you're able to have a return of 200%, even more on your investment of £100. This is not an academic exercise. This is not an academic information. This is not about theory. We're talking about practice here. That's why I'm a coach in that sense. I get a group of different business people who are on salary on a monthly basis, now are now able to set up their own businesses with just as little as £100, and they start generating themselves additional source of income that can enhance their own economic capacity. So my mandate is to share with you information so that you can increase your financial capacity and you can look after yourself, your family. You can have more time for yourself and your family to enjoy your life as well. That's what I do.
Thank you very much. But is it on a particular business? When you say with the 100%, is it just for a particular business or any business?
Well, it depends on what business actually call your attention. It depends on the business that you can do. You can fit into your own timetable. At this minute, the simplest one to actually do, remember what I said to you earlier, is to create a platform where you can outsource your competence, right? You give the money for somebody else to trade with you, and they pay you reward on a weekly basis. I have people who start with £100. Every week they get paid £4, return on £100. Some people start with £1,000, they get paid £40, return on £1,000. Some people start with 10,000, they get paid £400, yeah, a week return on their investment. So some other people want to actually go through the hard slog, and they do it themselves. Here, I give them another set of business. It's okay. You can become a trader, come for training in a Bitcoin program, right, or cryptocurrency program. I got one actually, which I'm organizing now on the 28th of this month, right? It's going to take place in Holborn, right? People pay about £1,200 to come for the training one day, but I'm doing a concession this week and next week, just for £420. They can come and learn and themselves how they can actually take advantage of the financial capacity that's available within the cryptocurrency market as we speak. So this is some of the ways and means that I support people. A lot of people cannot afford to say, okay, I cannot afford that £420. They can give that money to a particular trading company who are trading in cryptocurrency and all the other financial products that they can trade with that £100 and pay them return of, you know, 440, 400. If you put 100,000, that's £4,000 a week. Can you imagine? £4,000 a week you receive. In a month, you're talking about between 16 to 18,000 pounds return. You're hardly going to find any organization who will pay you that as a salary person. But interestingly, majority of my team who are trading at the moment, who outsource that competence, they are people who are just in salary like me. I used to be in salary many, many years back. But now, I don't work on the basis of salary. I work on the basis of weekly and daily profit. Hence, I'm sharing that information on this platform with you, how you can equally do the same at the same time. Yes, it's true you can start with £100. Yes, you can start with £1,000. Yes, you can even start with £1 million, depending on your financial capacity and capability. To contact me, you got my number, which is +44 788 66 25549. That is +44 788 66 25549. Stay tuned.
The other thing I want to ask you again, Dr. Sonny, thank you very much for this information you've provided. The other thing I want to ask you again is, what other business do you do?
Well, this is an interesting question now. Okay, like I said earlier, yeah, you can only maintain one threshold, yeah, one competence. You can only become an accountant, but you can always, yeah, widen out. You can become a medical doctor, you can widen out. You can become a lawyer, you widen out. You can become a pilot, you widen out. Every day, how many people do we meet? When we go to church, when we go to a wedding, when we go to birthday party, to the gym, what do you provide other people? People are looking for a solution to their problem. Yeah, as my dad once said, if you want to earn money, he said, look for people's problem and provide solution. So what I do, I look for what bothers people. Number one is money, okay? So I show them ways where they can make the money. Second one is information. I show them where they can go and get that information. And I get paid on the basis of that. So at this minute, as a professional accountant, I deal with taxes, people taxes, their return for their self-assessments and the raw. I deal with immigration. I have my immigration lawyers. No matter how complicated the immigration case is, they can deal with it. I deal with mortgages and personal and business loans, releases. So you can release an equity from your own property and with very, very minimum amount of effort that you need to put in. Within a week, 2 weeks, the money is in your bank account to release that money. You can use that money for additional business. I also run recruitment agency. With recruitment agency, what I do with that is I get people placed as nurses, doctors, and social worker, care workers into care homes and hospitals and so forth. So here, at this minute, right, I run about 12 different businesses. And I'm a jack of all the relevant trade and a master of all of them. Why? Because I don't compete. I collaborate with other professionals. So I'm just in the 360-degree cycle, whereby I can support other people and other people support me and we'll get paid in the process. So those are all the other things I do. Mortgages. Look at Uber. Uber has the highest number of cars without buying a single car. Right?
Yeah.
That's what happens. Look at Facebook. They have more friends without actually connecting with individuals to shake individuals' hand. Right? So for me, I run businesses without even demonstrating a high level of competence in those businesses, but I move them out into those who are competent enough to look after those clients. In the process, those clients, they come back to me again and again and again in the process in order to gain a leverage. So I leverage on other people's idea, other people's money, other people's time, other people's contacts. That's what economic empowerment is all about. I use my contact or use your contact to generate economic empowerment for yourself. As the saying goes, turn your network into your net worth.
Thank you very much for that, Dr. Sonny. And if you've got any question, you can call right now on the show. You can call +44 788 66 25549. I'll repeat again, +44 788 66 25549. Thank you very much. You can call Dr. Sonny and you can ask him any question you want, whatever it is. So someone said here is circle. So basically you so online they're sending messages online to say your circle. That means you're in between and you walk around with different people, as you were talking about you collaborating with different other businesses.
Yeah. Well, basically it's very simple as that. If you know you have a lawyer friend, or it doesn't even have to be a friend, walk into office of a solicitor and say, look, I have some client for you. If I bring a client for you, how much would you pay? They're not going to say no, because they are getting, you become an advertising agent for them, right? You walk into the office of the accountant and say, I've got some few clients that I want to introduce to you. How much would you pay me? You walk into a college, you say, oh, I've got some students coming from overseas. How much? Yeah. So all of these basically and fundamentally is all about generating the empowering and enabling platform for you to, that's why one of my businesses, I use the word connect in order to collect. When you connect with your network, you can collect. So it's called Connect to Collect, UK Limited. That's my recruitment agency.
That's really great. So now we're talking about this Bytescan. So how will, if someone want to register or someone want to join you on this business, how will they get?
Very, very easy. They have my contact number, which is +44 788 66 25549. That is +44 788 66 25549. It's all a very simple inquiry. They call me and they can come to our offices, not very far from here in Stratford. Stratford is like a city center at the moment, as the Western was in the 80s and 90s. So Stratford is a new Western right now. Got everything in there, right? Transportation is easy.
Where in Stratford? Can you kindly give them the address?
It's actually 44 Broadway. That's London E15 1XH. 44 Broadway. That's in Stratford E15 1XH. So you have different means of transportation that go to Stratford. You got buses, you got train, you got underground and various underground. So it's a very, very accessible and easily,
Place to get.
place to get into. So yes, I'm always available. My phone is on a loop alert for 24/7. So my phone doesn't sleep. I am like New York. I am like London. I'm like Abuja, Lagos, Tanzania. It never stops. I'm like money. I walk around 360 degrees plus. So anytime, as I always say to people, even at 3 a.m. in the morning, if I'm awake, I'll pick your call.
So this business you're talking about, Dr. Sonny, is it something you can do when you're in UK or you can do it while you're abroad? How does it work?
Very good. My business can be done irrespective. I am like Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. Majority of my businesses are done through the internet.
Online, basically.
Online.
Digital.
Yes, digital. Once you have access to a computer and you have access to the internet, you can do business with me. I can do business with you remotely. So there's no problem, there's no fear. Because these days, we don't have to be geographically confined
to a particular
location for us to do business. I was in Dubai last week. Whilst I was in Dubai, I was doing business. I'll finish with a client and I pick up my phone. I made some few phone calls all over the world. I have some client right now in Switzerland. I have some client in Canada. I have some client I just spoken to one a few minutes ago in Australia, right? So geographically, I am not limited. Internationally, we cover the whole globe. So, and in terms of spectrum of people that we work with, we work from a street cleaner all the way to the top executive, pilot, accountant, doctors. So we are no any definition for who can come onto our business web, who we can assist, and who we have assisted in the past.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sonny. And the other question I want to ask, basically, if they want to join this business, do they need to contact you first, or do they have to go to a particular website?
No, let them contact me,
yes,
because
please.
I need to find out exactly what they wanted,
okay,
how they want it,
okay,
and how much they want to spend before I can even lead them to
Advise
any
them on
particular
okay.
Website. Yeah, remember, I don't advise, I only provide information.
Okay.
Yeah, let them add to that information if they wanted to, but after they have taken or they're undertaking their own due diligence, or after they may have consulted their own personal financial advisors, right? But be careful, some financial advisors are not even well advised. So you cannot go to an illiterate to go and find out information on what they don't know. Make sure they know something about it. It's like, I was in the mix of medical doctor a few weeks back, and as I was presenting about business opportunities, with £100, this is what you can possibly generate. Then one of them counted. Yes. I said, "Madam, with due respect, you are a medical doctor. I am a financial analyst. I know my trade very well. You are not in the right capacity, in the right platform to provide information of what you don't know. If it's a medical issue, yes. But if it's a financial issue, I am the man."
Basically, leave everything to the expert.
Correct. That's
what I normally advise anyone, even on my program. That's what I'll tell someone. If you want information, go to the right person.
Correct.
And go to someone who's trained and qualified to do that. So thank you very much, Dr. Sonny. We're going to repeat this information again. If you want to contact Dr. Sonny, you call +44. That means they're in UK. That means the UK code, which is +44 788 66 255 49. I'll repeat it again. +44 788 66 255 49. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for watching. We're happy to have you on our show. Thank you. This is Economic Empowerment with me, Bernadette Abu, and Dr. Sonny. Thank you, and nice watching us. Sit back, relax. You've acquired this information. Listen to this information and see what you can do with this information and how you can go about with this information. Contact Dr. Sonny if you want to know. Contact Dr. Sonny if you want to know more about this, and he will be able to answer any question you've got, because that time you have more time for him to assess you, to know what you need and how you can go about investing in this kind of opportunity. So thank you very much, and we'll be back next week. Same time next week, we'll be back for Economic Empowerment with Dr. Sonny. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Glory. Celestial Church of Christ, El Bethel Sanctuary, London, invites you to the celebration of God's glory at El Bethel 2017.
Hallelujah. My name is Tunde Alabi. I am the prophetic and apostolic presiding minister at El Bethel Sanctuary of the Celestial Church of Christ here in London. I would like to personally invite you to join us on the 19th of November 2017.
One nation.
It's time for us to gather together.
I'm saying yes, because yes means positivity.
I say yes to a better healthcare system because nobody's life should have to be cut short for things that can easily be fixed.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better creative industry because it will boost our economy and make our country greater.
I'm saying yes, we can do it. About road, we can do it. About infrastructures, we can do it. Good education, yes, we can do it.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better Nigeria.
Join the evolution by visiting the website www.yesnigeria.net.